Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 97. Can't believe I said day 97. And I've been looking to see if the numbers have gone up, but they haven't. And I haven't seen any numbers from Mendocino County, so I think we're holding steady at 2 up yesterday. I know that. So we're up at 74 cases. Sonoma County is up in the last 2 weeks, 40% of new cases. Yes, we're doing testing. Yes, we're finding it. But that just goes to show you it was out there to begin with. What else? Yeah, I'm not going to touch on the Bubba Wallace thing. I think that's been played out. NASCAR has its own issues to deal with. Hi, Mom. My love is watching also, or listening on our way to work. Friday. So, what's going on this morning with everybody? I don't know. It's going to be a hot one today. So try to stay indoors. Try to stay cool. Hydrate. Drink lots of water. Don't forget your coffee in the morning. Good morning, Nina. How you doing? Yeah, I was kind of watching a few different things yesterday on the news about. They had a lot of Bill Gates on yesterday, talking about the spread, and so there's a big debate going on the East Coast. Not so much here. It should be here, but it's illegal in this country to disallow people to travel, to leave a state or come into a state. It's illegal. We can't enforce that unless it's martial law. What we can is, if you come into California, have a 14-day quarantine. So what's going on back east in most of the northeast area where it's really predominantly bad, and how they got their numbers down, is if you come into the state, you have to do a 14-day quarantine. Regardless, they put you in quarantine. Now, I mean, we got a choice, people. We really do. We have a choice to either abide by the guidelines and keep our social distancing, keep our group meetings, our family gatherings, and it sucks, but it happens. I'm missing out on the Reno air races this year because they got canceled today. We're all in this together. We're all have things that we can't do because of COVID, but there's no point in bitching about it because it is what it is. It's COVID. It's not the government. It's not the government. You know, it's our health officers trying to make sure that we're staying healthy and doing their job. Most of the time, I didn't even know we really had a health officer until this happened. These health officers make $200,000, $300,000 a year. And our health officer makes $350,000 a year. Up until now, I don't know why she made so much freaking money. Right now, okay. But you got to take the good with the bad. So most of the last health officer they were going to bring in here had a very bad track record of coming into communities, working as a health officer for a year, and not really doing anything and moving on. I think choosing our health officer now is going to be more important than ever. And there's certain powers that the health officer has and the sheriff has under the law with shelter in place, stay in place, and lockdown. There's a difference between the three. Right now we're in shelter in place. That means they're recommending that we stay indoors or we stay sheltered from other people. Stay in place order is where they tell you to stay in your house and you stay there. Lockdown is where they tell you to go to lock your doors close your windows, and be quiet. That's usually like if there's a manhunt. Happens. It's happened in Fort Bragg. It's happened in Willits. It's happened. Right now, we're on day 97 of our stay-in-place order, and the governor has already said yesterday that he is looking at reverting some of the businesses. But part of the problem is that when you start reverting businesses, when they're doing the trace and tracking situation, I don't know if you all notice this, but it is on your phone now. If you go to your settings and go to Google, it does Apple too. I don't know how to do Apple because I don't know anything about Apple. I have a real phone. They have it in the system. It is in your phone. It's not turned on, but it is in your phone. Like China, the track and trace. When they're doing track and tracing, if you come up positive for COVID, they're going to have you fill out this whole form of who you come in contact with, when you were in contact with them, where you've been, what you've done in the last 2 weeks. If you put down that you went to Walmart, they have no way of really saying that you got COVID from Walmart. Unless somebody at Walmart, you say specifically you came in contact with Joe Schmo at Walmart, then Joe Schmo comes down with it, and that's where you had contract. Then they say, oh, it was Walmart. But that's not happening. So we're not knowing if we're spreading in the stores or not. Good chance we are. But we're definitely spreading from graduation parties, sporting events, mass gatherings. They're not asking for protest either. They can't ask you if you were at a protest, which is stupid, in my opinion, because that's where we're going to spread it. And it could be part of the reason why Sonoma County had a 40% jump. Just saying. I mean, I'm not educated, but I can add. So, being said, I think we just need to kind of follow the rules, stay away from each other as much as possible, talk to each other from a distance, wear your masks, and wash your hands, wipe down your counters, keep your family unit close and tight, and try to avoid contact with the people who are really susceptible, like our elderly and compromised immune, and just try to get through that. Obviously, the summer. They said that the summer was going to kill this virus, and obviously that didn't happen. And then the CDC actually added 3 more symptoms yesterday to the COVID list. So we're still learning. We're still trying to figure out what this virus really is and what it does and how to kill it and yes, it's survivable, but trust me, that's a sucky thing to go through. I don't want to go through it. I'd rather I'll die. I'll tell you that right now. My immune system and my asthma, no more than me. So I have to avoid it wherever possible. But if you get it and you actually come down with this with the COVID, you're gonna wish you were dead. I mean, if that's not inspiration enough to not to be follow the guidelines before they say mandatory masks, like China where it's mandatory, but of course communism. But they have to wear 2 N95 medical grade face masks, one over the other. Mandatory. You go to jail if you walk around without it in China. Yeah. So, that's all I really got today, guys. So, hey, happy Friday. Some racing on this weekend. I know everybody's kind of burnt out with NASCAR things, but there is no other sports on. So, guess I'm going to stick with it. So my asthma is still flared up. Sinus is real bad. So here you go. Elbow bump. Live long and prosper. Stay home. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Wear your mask because it's kind of mandatory now. And follow the guidelines. I love you guys. I will see y'all Saturday morning. Tomorrow morning, day 98. Bye.